So three different types of coding I'm going to just quickly explain at the moment. So obviously there's more than three different types, but these three main types I would say. The first one is descriptive coding. That's when you're looking at a document, or let's say transcribed interviews, and when you read a certain section, you give it code by describing it as a topic. So it may not be that there's one term you particularly look at. It might be actually, for example, a whole paragraph, it might be a whole line, it might be a whole segment, and you will give it a code you describe on what you've actually read. So it may be, for example, you've read a section and the interviewee is talking about family. So you might actually give that whole section a code of family. So you look at it, you decide what they are describing, or what that document is describing it, and you give it a code. And like as we said before, with a code, you could look at it doesn't have to be one word you're looking at that your code, and it could actually be a whole section, it could be a whole paragraph, it could be a number of sentences. It may be, let's say, 4 words put together, but it could be something longer. But with descriptive coding, you're kind of deciding what they're describing, and you give it a code. The second type of coding is in vivo coding. With that one, you actually use the participant's own language. So that document, that transcript, you use something that they've said to decide on the code. So let's say, for example, I was talking about my family, and I maybe at one particular point was talking about my daughter. So you might read that and actually decide daughter, that's your code. So you use their actual language to decide on the code. So that's called in vivo coding. The last type of coding is simultaneous coding. That's actually when you use multiple codes at the same time. It's very rare you just use one type of coding when you're actually analysing transcripts. You generally will do a number of different types of coding, and of course the advantage to that is triangulation. The advantage is you're more kind of robust in your analysis because you're using more than one type of coding.